So I'm back on live. my my cat went to sleep. She immediately went to my daughter's bed, where that's where she usually would lay down. And well, first she started eating a bunch, and I'm thinking she was just surviving out there in the wild. I don't know. So I don't know if you haven't. This has just become a big old like. I wasn't planning on going back live, but I figured I'd just finish changing my dolls because I wasn't gonna have time later this week. I wanted to do it on camera. So we are back. Let me just, I know how crazy that last video sounded. Hang on a second. Let's see if it, there we go. So whoever wants to join me, you can. We're gonna change 2 dolls. Oh my God, Shannon, you have to watch the last live stream. Like, I wasn't on for very long, maybe 20 minutes or so, I think. And I literally, in the middle of my live stream, I'm talking, and then you can hear it on the video. You hear a meow, and it was my cat. It's Phoebe. I've been like bugging. It's been almost 3 weeks. Almost 3 weeks. And I think it's been almost, I've just been bugging Katie and Shannon about this for like, I know, I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Hi, Lisa. Yeah. So I'll just, yeah, you'll have to catch up when you can. So it's literally on my live stream, and I hear a meow as I'm talking, and I look over, and it was my cat that's been missing for nearly, I think it's been almost 3 weeks, I want to say. I don't know. I think tomorrow would have been 3 weeks, or maybe it's been 2 or 3 weeks. I know, and Shannon and Katie kept telling me, she's going to come home, she's going to come home. I already been to like the shelter twice because of cats that I thought were her. I went just yesterday, I went to the shelter, which is like a half hour from where I live. They post constantly. They're finding cats constantly. It updates every 30 minutes. And the one I went to go see yesterday, we thought it looked so much like her, but it wasn't microchipped, and my cat is microchipped. So, and Shannon and Katie kept saying, oh, she's going to come home, don't worry. And I remember those first few days, Shannon was like praying, you know, that she was going to come home. I was so sad. I've been sad. Even just this morning, I started getting, you know, sad. It's like I kept hoping that I would just accept that she was gone. But the part that was hard about the past 2.5 weeks was that, you know, you don't know what happened, you know, and I was like, I would rather know that, you know, something happened to her so that I could have that feeling of closure. Okay, you know, she passed away, or, you know, I just wanted that, but not knowing what happened is even worse. It's like, it's torture. Like, I didn't understand how torture is when you don't know what the answer is. I'm so happy too. I just cannot believe it. She's filthy dirty. But she doesn't seem to be injured or anything. A little bit on the skinny side. So I'm just thinking maybe she wandered the day that she went missing. There was a storm. It had been pouring rain like all day, and she had ran out of the house, and we were like, okay, you know, she's ran out before and she comes back, but she never came back. And then, you know, we left food outside, nothing. We think some other stray cats probably ate the food that we put in the front yard. But nothing. I kept looking around the streets. We put signs up. We had a few crank calls from people, kids, like, oh, I ate your cat, you know, some crank calls. One lady who thought she saw a cat like ours, but I mean, it could be, it might not have been, we don't know, but we were checking the shelters every day. I told you we went there twice to the shelters, and both times it wasn't her. So, yeah, so that's where it is. It's not knowing that's worse, which I'm sure you understand. A lot of us can understand that. So I'm gonna shift Colby out, and I'm gonna change Killian, because I feel like changing him. And I was going to show you guys a few things I got from H&M. Some things I'm not too sure about, like, but I think, so I'm going to show you guys a few things from HSN. I was watching the Home Shopping Network today from H&M. And then I'm going to change, I think I'm going to change Killian into one of these outfits that I have here. And we'll just continue talking. So, but thank you. I know that last live stream was just so bizarre. I started yelling like, oh my God, because I really did not think I was going to see her again. I was starting to lose hope. So I'm going to start with this sweater, which I think this is what I'm going to put on Killian. I feel like I just don't play with him enough, and he's totally gorgeous. And he just deserves some more. Oh, I don't know. I'll let you guys help me pick what to put on him. So I got this sweater. I got it in 1 to 2 months, and I'm kind of glad now that I'm looking at how big it looks and stuff. I'm pretty glad that I don't know if I should zoom in or not, that I got it in 1 to 2 months. I think anything smaller, it probably would have fit my preemie. So I feel like that was a good size. I feel like this is a nice size. So it looks like this has the 3 buttons here around the neck for the neck opening. It's, I don't know what the color is called. They have a lot of nice sweaters here. I'm going to bring up close so you guys can look at the knit, kind of like a waffle knit, what they call waffle knit, but a little bit thicker than, like, it's not a thin waffle knit. So we got that. I ordered, I think I told you guys that I put in an order for more tights. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Well, let's see. Ooh, these look kind of big. What size are these? They're 0 to 2 months. Well, ooh, I'm not really liking the size. Huh. I'm not really liking how big and wide the feet are. I'm used to getting these like European, like from Children's Salon. I'll buy like Falke and a couple other European brands like Babadoo and Petit Bateau and Polar Naporet. They will usually have like small looking tights, and these look big. These just look big. What a disappointment. Ugh, such a disappointment. Well, we'll try them on. They're not as small as I was hoping they would be. They look pretty wide in comparison to, let's see, I do have something to compare it to. I thought I brought it here. Because I just took these tights off of one of the dolls. Oh, well, where did I put it? So that means, okay, so this one came in a pack of 1, 2, 3, 4 tights. I have a gray, but you see, I'm not really liking the size and the foot. On the ones that I get from like Petit Bateau or other brands, like other European brands, yeah, they do look long and kind of wide. So, but we'll try it on. We're going to try a pair on with the sweater. We'll see what it looks like. They look a little bit wider. So we have like a oatmeal color, a light gray, a tan, a darker heathery kind of oatmeal, darker than this one. You can see the difference right there. See, this one's lighter. And then I have a dark gray. So that's a nice pack. I've never ordered tights from H&M, and then there's this white, the white ones. But so I've never ordered tights from HSN. Oh my God, H&M. I was watching that HSN today. They had like the gourmet food. So that's what I was watching earlier. Okay, so let's open up these socks. These are wool socks. I usually order from Zara. Wool socks and things like that. These are really itchy, scratchy. So I suspect they would be best to put over a footed sleeper so you keep the feet extra toasty. So I got these, this is a 2-pack in, not like Tupac, but a 2-pack. A brown and a dark gray, which I like too. They also, these are in size 000. So I suspect these would be kind of big. They would nicely fit over a white sleeper. But if I was to put, you can't, I don't think you could put those on barefoot. Oh, and I bought a second pair of these too. Or a second 2-pack. I wouldn't put those, like if it was for a real baby, I wouldn't put it on skin to skin, because you know how wool can sometimes be itchy, but it does keep you really warm. I have a sweater that's wool like this, nice and tight. I bought it in the pajama section at Target. At Target, darling, Target. I'm laying here in bed and saw you guys went live. Thanks for popping on too, Katie. I wish I didn't have to cut out that live earlier. But I decided to come back on because everything settled down. We got her some food. She drank so much water. She's a little bit skinnier. Once she was done, she went straight to bed. She went straight to bed. She's asleep now. You should see Mr. He's keeping his distance from her, but he's so curious of her. So the bed is a little bit elevated, but enough where he can stretch up and just peek over the end of the bed. And that's what he's doing. He's not jumping on there, because usually he likes to bug Phoebe, my other cat, my black cat, a little Chairman Meow, or little Mister. He always bugs Phoebe. You know, he like always wants to play. He's younger than her. But today she just came home and he kept his distance, sniffing her tail, and then he's not bugging her. He left her alone. She jumped on the bed to go to sleep, and he's literally on his hind legs, looking at the end of the bed, popping his little head over the end of the bed to look at her from far away, and he's like sniffing the air. So you see his little nostrils, like his little nose going, and he's just totally curious. And I'm asking ask her, where was she? Where were you? She went on a walkabout, I guess. Yes, rest and hydration for all of my friends who are feeling under the weather out there. I know that this illness is going around right now, and just try to keep the fluid intake. Don't forget to drink. Keep hydrated. So the second pack of socks that I got were these light brown and these oatmeal colored wool socks. And I have a robe, not a robe, it's a sweater, but I got it in the pajama section of Target, and it's exactly this color and this thickness, but kind of itchy. And I definitely just wear that over clothes. You know, no, I wouldn't wear it over like a nightie or anything, but it's definitely warm when I have to get up really early. My daughter always has like water polo practice like 5:45 in the morning, and it's cold. So I wear that over what I'm wearing. It keeps me nice and warm. So I wouldn't put these in direct contact with skin, because they're pretty itchy. They're very woolly, itchy woolly. They'd probably be great over a footed sleeper. You want to go outside, Thurston? Go, 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 go. Okay. And then what had happened was, we're gonna bring this little handsome fella into the fold right now, into the mix. And we're gonna take his crazy little, he's so cute. I feel like he has a very, very newborn look about him. So we're gonna take this off. He's been put away in the container, nice and wrapped, with his lunch lady hair wrapping. And look at that. Look at this little handsome toe head. He's beautiful. I feel like his face is sculpted very newborn, very gentle. Oh, he looks, I have him like, it's a weird little angle right here. Hold on. Is that good? We'll look at him up close a little bit more. He's been in these little, this lively coverall for a while now. And he's not getting very much attention, and he should. And he's got these gorgeous feet. I was thinking of putting this. This was probably one of my very first sweaters that I bought for any of my dolls. And it came in a set with the pants. You love him, he's gorgeous. Thank you so much. Shannon, you gotta get your, I know you have a Grayson, right? Kit? Don't want to give anything away, but I thought you were gonna get yours done. We're gonna have to twin it up here. Where the hell have you been, Phoebe? You had us all worried sick. I know, right? I was so worried. But this is right here one of the first sweater sets that I ever got for any of my dolls, but I don't tend to put the pants on. I always like the look of the sweater without the pants, just the diaper. Look at you guys. So we're going to, I think we're going to opt for something lighter on him. Sure, why not? Why not, right? I need another sleeper. You know what? I could actually put this over this. I wonder if it's baggy enough. No. Let's derobe this little fella. I'm still contemplating changing his name. Sometimes I want to call him Robbie. Or maybe Tommy. Does he look like a Tommy? Little Thomas. Oh, I forgot my last thing here. My last H&M thingamajig. Have any of you guys been looking at the sales on what do you call that place? A Black Friday? Like how they're offering some of the sales right now. Okay, so these tights right here are super cute. I've been eyeing these dinosaur tights for a while. I feel like it can go with a nice gray sweater, or you can even get, there's a sweater that I saw that I have in mind for this to go with these tights. I just have to order it. I've just been apprehensive because I'm wondering if it's too different of a color for it. And then the gray tights. And these ones are also in 0 to 2 months, so I suspect they're probably going to be just as wide, but I want to test out those tights. I also have this sweater here. We're doing a sweater parade right now. I have this one. I've never put it on a doll. I got it sometime last year. I believe it's from the Gap. Yep, it's from the Gap. Still has the tag on it. It's 0 to 3 months. 0 to 3 months, I like the oversized look a little bit better for my newborns, so I tend to go for that. Plus you can put it over sleepers, things like that, so it'll work. So I may try these. No, that's too white. Actually, oh, that's not quite the same color either. Let's think of our options here. It's funny how things look different to the naked eye, and then the camera looks a little different. So this one has the buttons down the side. I got this one last year from the Gap. I don't know what to do. I don't know which sweater, if I should try this one. Okay. I think I'm going to do the stripe one with the buttons down the side. And this doesn't quite, because this is a white and this is an off-white or a cream. smells good. Oh, you can't tell the differences in their sizes on camera. The difference in size. I have something else here. Let me see. Maybe I'll go for this. Oh, I have this. I didn't realize that I've ended up accumulating so many sweaters. Should I do the dark brown sweater? It's a kimono style. Or the, does he look gorgeous in white? Anybody else want to see that? Let me get my water here. I'm thinking now, I wish I had like a cream. All right. What diaper do you have on, little guy? I want to see what diaper he has on. He has an Imagine Baby diaper. Let me see. We are going to get his belly plate out. I don't know. I kind of want to change his name, guys, but I have a sweater already with Killian on it. That means I'll just have to buy another one. Uh-oh. I think I'm going to put that on him. Just button this down like that. Okay, so should we go for it all cream? You love babies in white? I'm thinking I'll do that. I just, I need to untie this tag, take the tag off of it. I've had this one for a couple months too. Oh, I'll tell you about that later. Okay. Let me just, so this one has the side tie right there. I just finished watching American Horror Story, the latest season. I don't even remember what this season is called, but it was pretty interesting. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to keep this one up too. I didn't know if I was going to come back or not, and then I decided to go ahead and just come back because I got my kitty settled in, fed. She drank a bunch of water and she wanted to go to sleep. So she's sleeping now. She seems really tired. I don't know. I was just telling people that she must have gone on a walkabout. She was off doing her own cat adventure, I guess. She's unscathed, no scratch. I don't see anything wrong with her. She's just a little dirty, and also she's lost a little bit of weight. So she really wanted to know what it was going to be like to be a jungle putty out there. I think I'll put that other brown sweater on. See, I'm not really feeling this diaper with this outfit, or I'm not feeling this. I'm just not feeling the look. Am I feeling the look? Are we feeling the look? Oh my goodness. I'm not sure if I'm feeling this look. Oh, he looks all, you look so twisted, huh? I'm sort of not feeling it. I don't know. His coloring is so good. Makes him look nice in white. Not all Reborns do. Yeah, sometimes it just kind of washes them out, right? If they're in too much white. She gave him a nice, this artist, she basically, I like the way she paints things because she has different color palettes. She, depending on the hair color that you choose. So to offset, so he's not too pale looking, you know, with the pale blonde hair. So she's really good at that. So she won't start the painting process or the getting into the detail process of what tone the doll is gonna take on, because his artist is the same one that painted Stellan. Not my first Stellan, but my second Stellan. And she also painted Polo, which is my Scarlet. So this artist painted them all a little bit different. And what the difference was, how she chose her palette was depending on the hair color. So so she brought in to the naked eye, she brought in a little bit more peachy tones to him. I think to kind of offset the paleness, you know, how pale blonde his hair was. I feel like she did a really fantastic job in capturing the lip color so that it goes with his complexion. He has nice red purpley feet. You see that? Beautiful nail beds. I don't know, so she did really good at you know, combining, or what she wanted to do for, you know, to capture that little blonde look, and a very nice newborn look too. My thing is, I'm not sure if I'm liking this diaper. Like, I feel like I have some pants that go, so I'm gonna try to find those pants real quick. I know I have them here somewhere. I just haven't used them in a while, so I haven't taken them out, but I'll find them real quick. Oh, this is kind of cute too. You know what? No, I gotta try these tights so I can decide if I'm gonna keep them or not, because I'm not really feeling the tights. But do you guys think that that's too different? Or does it I think it'll complement it. This color, or should I do the white? The white tights. See that? The white tights are the... Yeah, me too, Zoe. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I'm thinking, let's just do the white. Okay, let's see how these look. Are these going to be a good fit? We're going to find out together. I'm hoping they will, but I'm not sure if they're going to look too baggy. Because I have other tights from other brands that offer them in a more precise and a more fitted newborn size, so the feet aren't all wide and stuff. So yeah, these are huge compared. So this 0 to 2 month, don't expect it to be something like, you know, Falca or other brands that make socks and stuff and tights. Yeah, these are definitely not like the small fitted. They're baggier. Not so sure I really like those. Kind of disappointing. A little disappointed. I like a more fitted tight, and these are just they're not fitted. They're not the fitted tights. I need to pick them up and see how I feel about this whole outfit. So if you guys see that, a little bit baggier, a lot of excess right there. I'm gonna give like out of 5 stars, I think I'll probably give this 2 stars. I mean, they're nice and they're soft, but a 0 to 2 month range definitely isn't gonna fit a newborn size baby. I feel like tights have to, in order for them to look nice, for me at least, the way I like them, I feel like they have to be a fitted tight. And I wish I had the example. I'm going to show you guys. I know I have it here somewhere, because I just took them off. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I mean. So I think that Next, and mainly Next, the store Next, is going to have your more fitted tight. So this is what I mean by fitted. I'm going to put these on him just so that you could see what I mean. So you can see there's a lot of excess. It's a little bit baggy here. Not really feeling it. And I ordered the 4-pack. So far, like, I don't feel like there's too many stores. Next definitely does. I believe, let me check what brand this is actually. This is Next. So the Next in the first size is going to be a more fitted, and I'm going to show you what I mean by fitted. What's mommy like, huh? Took it. Well, of course, you know, well, I already, okay, this is going to be a little bit baggy, but I don't have all that excess here like I had in the other one. Around the leg too, it's a lot smaller. So on this leg, so I like this a lot better. So Next, I think if I'm comparing the tights from H&M and I'm to the tights from Next, I'm definitely gonna say that I prefer the tights from Next. But I'm gonna try to go right now for a monochromatic look, and we're going to incorporate these. So I'm going to put back, I'm going to put so these tights, as you can see, look at that. Remember I showed you the white ones? There was a lot of loose and excess, like leg. So I believe H&M baby clothes are originally made for the typical chubby Scandinavian babies. We got chubby babies here too. I do like H&M, but I don't know. I like their socks. A lot of the socks that I own are from H&M. I love their clothes naturally, and a lot of their onesies. They make a really beautiful styled bodysuit. But the tights I feel like are a little bit big. So 0 to 2 months in H&M, which is 50 Europe. This is the size range right here that you're looking at. They're just bigger. But I'm going for, I mean, I guess I could do this, but I'm going for a more monochromatic. I feel like putting something underneath his head. Where is that little thing? What did I do with it? Okay, I don't know what I did with it, but we're gonna take these off. I'm gonna look for some more tights. I have another pair of gray tights that I like, but I just can't find them. They're by another brand called Felka, something like that. They're really nice too, and they have a more fitted, but they don't have any of this cable knit or ribbed. They're not ribbed. So, but I have something in mind right now, and we're gonna check it out together. We're gonna see what this looks like. So I keep thinking of changing his name, despite having the sweater with the name Killian. But I am having another boy made in silicone. So maybe I'll just wait. But does he look like a Henry? See the excess right there? But that's okay. Because we're going to incorporate those socks, those wool socks. And we're gonna put his little skinny legs. He's on some kind of LA diet. You're so cute, Elisa. The chubby Scandinavian bubbies. The little to me, he's very Scandinavian looking. Whatever that is, right? Look at that face. You know what's funny? Because I have this thing about blonde hair with brown eyes. I was gonna give him brown eyes, but when the artist got down to like picking the eyes, she was like, "Are you sure you want brown eyes?" And she stuck these ones in his eyes. She picked some really pretty eyes too. She's a German artist. Oh, I don't know if the light's gonna be good enough to pick up on how pretty his eyes are, but hey, fallen angels. We're just doing some nice peaceful stuff. In my last live stream, you missed it. My cat that's been missing for nearly 3 weeks. I thought I was getting ready to write her off. I've been to the shelter twice. Literally in the middle of my live, you hear a meow and I turn around and it was my cat at my window. Skinny, hungry, dirty, but alive. And she ate. I had to jump off my live. She ate. She drank a bunch of water, and then she jumped in my daughter's bed and she is sleeping now. She looks really tired. I don't know, Lisa, you have to help me come up with a cute Scandinavian name. Maybe I'm thinking about changing his. So we're doing this. We're gonna do the white. I'm going for a little monochromatic style on this guy. We're styling dolls. These are nice and thick woolly socks. And we're gonna just put these right over these like this. Because you know those freezing cold temperatures we have here in our artificial snow in our mountains. My daughter's been wanting to go snowboarding. I think they're gonna go snowboarding tomorrow morning while I cook. They're going up to Mountain High, and voila. And then he's got his soft little bunny, his little white. Trying to make him look at you guys, but I'm not so sure. And he's kind of in a weird haphazard position here. She decided the streets are not the place to be. You know that joke about I'm for the sheets, not the streets. Well, Phoebe was the opposite. She was always for the streets. She's a huntress. I think that she could not, she, like my male cat, he loves being at home. He's always telling his sister, like, I don't know why you like the streets. It's scary. It's loud. He's a fraidy cat. He's a complete fraidy cat. So he likes to stay inside. He likes being inside. He's happy. Phoebe, my female cat, the one that was missing, missing no more, she's not a fraidy cat. She loves being outside. She always comes home, though. She always comes home. She, you know. But anyway, so, but I think like her huntress nature just beckons at her, and she needs to go outside. And no matter how much we try to not let her outside, she gets one over on my dad or my mom, you know, like she will escape. She escapes. So, and I think she went on a walkabout and to find herself some type of like walkabout. And then now she's home. I don't know what adventures she might have had, but what a hoe. She's such a hoe. I just baked an apple pie. Okay, Shannon texts me and she will tell me what's like on the menu, and it's like complete food porn, I swear. It's complete food porn. So let me read this. I was actually reading what she cooked, and my dad had the urge. What was it? It was like a couple weeks ago. Remember, Shannon? I was reading your message about what you made out loud, and then my dad got like a hankin' for like pastrami sandwiches from somewhere. I forgot what it was exactly that he got a hankin' for. After I finished reading what he was like, can we go get some of those grinders from Pepe's? And I was dying. I was just dying because he hasn't eaten there, and he's got like a pretty strict diet since he had his stroke. So, you know, and he doesn't even drive anymore. So anyway, so I was like, okay, Dad, we'll go get what you want. So, but it was after I always read people your food. So she had a baked apple pie from scratch, Grandma's recipe. And now I'm taking a short break, feeling super prideful in myself. And you should. Oh, that's Heather. Oh my gosh, I thought I was reading Shannon's food right there. But Heather is another one that is constantly posting food in her story, and it kills me. I'm always like, oh my gosh, so good. Shannon's always texting me her menus, and I'm always like, I wish I lived close by. I'd come over, and I would just be eating up everything. Shannon cooks so good. And then Heather is another one who is constantly, I asked her for the recipe for her I think it was butternut squash soup that you made the other day. And Heather's another one who's constantly posting food porn in her Instagram story. That's what I call it, because I swear, I feel like Homer Simpson all, you know, donut. It always looks so good. I'm sorry, I thought that was Shannon talking about food, but it was Heather talking about food this time. I know, she's home. It was so crazy. Girl, you go. Give me the sheets. Yeah, I'm about the sheets, not the streets. You call her a hoe too. I'm always like, you little hoe. I mean, she's fixed, and there's not really like stray cats around the neighborhood, you know. At least I hardly ever seen them. I think every pretty much house around here, the cats belong to people, you know. They all look well fed and pretty like clean and stuff. I don't ever see any feral looking cats around here. So I was worried. I was like, where have you been? I honestly really wish she could tell me where she's been. Yeah, I know. It was just funny. I was reading your message, and he just got the hankin' for something he hasn't had in such a long time. I host dinner parties, and I love to cook, considering making cooking. Yes, you should. Oh my gosh, your food you're always cooking up. Your hubby is always posting, and you're reposting his posts about his food. I'm just so jealous. The food always looks so good. So, Elisa, if you're still there, you're gonna have to message me a list of some more classic, I guess, or whatever you guys have, like some Norwegian names. I keep feeling like I feel like maybe it's in Killian that just it's a harsh. It sounds really harsh, and yeah, he's spoiled. That's good. That's good though. It's always a nice thing. So who's are you guys? Where are you guys do? Who's cooking for Thanksgiving tomorrow? Um, I know Shannon usually does. I know you usually do, Shannon. Are you cooking, Heather, or are you guys going to families? Where are you guys going? Anybody who's watching, who's cooking? You guys going somewhere? Or are you gonna be the hostess with the mostest? The worst thing is I woke up with a neck pain this morning, so I can't wait to get back to the office next week and have the chiropractor adjust me. In fact, I'm probably going to be taking another ibuprofen. I took a Tylenol earlier, which helped. Tylenol extra strength. I think I'm going to be taking an ibuprofen soon for my neck. And they better know it. Heather said, "A fallen angel says I'm doing the cooking this year. So am I. So we'll be right. I'll be right there with you. My daughter and I. My second daughter, who really does like to cook and like do recipes and all that good stuff. Usually, she is the one that helps me with all the cooking that we do in the house. I'm hosting. Yep, everyone's coming here, and I'm cooking. Well, not everything myself, but well, the turkey's kind of easy. We're using what we've been using for the past couple years. I do not remember what the brand is called, but it is an injectable marinade thingy that we use. We always buy it at our local store here. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a little pre-made juicy thing. And I'm gonna cook the turkey. I'm gonna roast the turkey in a cooking bag because I feel like it's just nicer that way. It makes it easier to cut. I don't like it. It keeps it from because turkey already tends to get kind of dry, being hence the applesauce and cranberry sauce and stuff. So, which I love cranberry on my turkey. And yes, I'm hosting. I'm cooking with my daughter, who's helping me. We're doing all the fixins, food, and none of the pressure of gifts. Yes, that's what I like. I like that too. I gotta admit that I like that too. None of the pressure of the gift giving. But it's gotten dark here. Are you gonna host again? You're not hosting this year, are you, Shannon? You're doing. Heather says she's doing the cooking this year, so we're both doing the cooking. Elisa says still here, but in bed. It's so late here, about to sleep. But I was thinking of names to send you. Yes, please do. So you will hear it from me soon. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone celebrating. Thank you, Elisa. But yes, we're talking about the foods. This is the food here. But yes, thank you. Send me some cute names. I have some in mind, but and I always have had. I probably am not pronouncing this name right, so you'll have to tell me if I am pronouncing it correct. But I've always had the name Soren in my on my list. I just have never used it. I haven't used it yet. And I'm not so sure if that's exactly how you pronounce it because it's got that little O with the either the umlaut or the little line across it. Like, let me see if I can put it on here. Either like that or like this. I can't remember if it's spelled like this. Am I wrong? Or if it's spelled like this? Or if it's spelled like that. Oh, sorry. Where is that? I like that. That's the right way. Okay, I thought it was with the O with the little, I don't even know what that letter is called, that character is called, so in the alphabet, but I like that. And if I'm even pronouncing it correctly, but it just seems, look, sometimes names are not just how they sound, but it's also how they look. I like it. I like that. I don't have my glasses. I think I pressed the wrong O at the first one. My husband's mother's side of the family are from the Philippines, and they do not really do Thanksgiving. Oh no. But they're big on Christmas. I saw the coolest, speaking of like, is the Philippines still considered like part of Asia? I always forget. It's kind of like, oh my God, geographically, I need to remember exactly where they're at. Soren is Norwegian and Danish. Soren in Swedish. Ah, okay. All right. So we see the difference there. Isn't that pretty? He looks like he could be a Soren. Or I don't know. But I saw this video about the Christmas in Japan. And I guess it's sometime, I think maybe in the 80s. I think it was sometime in the 80s where they did this big old marketing campaign. Kentucky Fried Chicken did. They opened up some Kentucky Fried Chickens in, look how cute he is, in Japan. And then they, wait, is it Japan? Yes, it's Japan. It's Japan. Oh, or was it China? I'm going to have to look it up. So it's either Japan or China. I'm pretty sure it's Japan. And there was like this big, huge deal, like a marketing thing that they did, KFC did, Kentucky Fried Chicken, where, because they don't really celebrate, because I think that it's the religion, like religious wise, you know, it's a predominantly, I think, what is it, Buddhist? Or what religion is it in Japan? Okay, it's predominantly another religion, so it's not something that they really celebrate there, okay? But Kentucky Fried Chicken came up with this marketing idea to make December 25th over there celebrate it, like, you know, they convinced everybody that to make a tradition of buying Kentucky Fried Chicken that day. Like, it was like your Christmas meal. And it was so crazy because I saw this little mini documentary about it, and they were talking about how much like KFC will sell out of so many like Christmas buckets or whatever and so many people will buy, and it's become like a traditional meal for December 25th over there. So it's kind of crazy. You can find it. There's videos about it out there. Yes, it's a Spanish Asian culture. Yes. I know they have a lot of like, the Philippines, I know they have a lot of words that sound or come from like the Spanish language. And then they have a lot of names and a lot of last names, like Spanish last names. So, but that's interesting. I didn't know that I mean, even being here, you know, they wouldn't celebrate, or do anything for Thanksgiving, really. Such a huge holiday here in America. And I know that Canada has Thanksgiving, but I think theirs is in September. They have but I don't think they call it Thanksgiving anymore in Canada. I think they call it something else now. It's just so cute. They call it something else. But yeah, really interesting how a marketing can make people think, and that's like the whole Valentine's here, you know. And people always talk about how we found another. Yeah, you have to see the video. It's like, I saw a documentary about a little, or not a whole documentary, but it was like somebody did a video about this thing, this phenomenon in Japan, that how they celebrate December 25th over there. Not because, you know, I mean, the honest truth is like American culture, popular culture, has has really influenced the world. Um, I mean, we have, I mean, there's other countries make movies, of course, naturally. They have their own TV shows and everything, but a lot of American culture um, that we people see around the world, um, maybe there's things and traditions that we have here that other countries don't do, like Thanksgiving would be a perfect example. And my parents, like when we first came, my parents came to this country, Halloween really wasn't something that they did in Latin America. But now I see my cousins with their children. You can come in. It's something that you can come in. Who? Okay, sorry. So I am pronouncing it correctly. So I forgot. I lost my train of thought, but I feel like there's so much, the American popular culture, what people see, what things are portrayed in movies and TV shows, and people see that all over the world. And I have a friend, this lady, acquaintance. I bought little toys from her. This is like way before the Reborn doll community, and she she makes like little. I don't know. I don't have one out here right now, but she makes little toys and stuff. And I bought stuff from her. She's from the Ukraine, and ever since like that whole everything that's happening over there in that region of the world, well, her family they're refugees now. First they went to Poland, then they were sent to Portugal, and now they're living here in Florida. So their life has changed dramatically, and so they're in Florida. Her kids are teenagers. One her not her oldest and not her youngest. I think it's like her middle. I think she's got like 4 kids, and one of her daughters is the same age as my youngest, and they so she's in high school. She's a senior in high school, in fact. So it's kind of cool because I started following her daughter's page, and I love seeing her point of view because she was posting the cutest things. Her very first pep rally, and she was commenting like it just like she said that she felt so emotional, almost like crying because she's like it's real, like this American cheerleading football pep rally culture thing, that we do here. And she was like it's just like it feels surreal because it's like the movie. She even said it's like just like the movies, um and so this is somebody who was close to graduating from school, and that was completely disrupted or interrupted, and her whole family had to leave the Ukraine, and now they're refugees here in Florida. And they were just moved around at least 2 times before that till they finally are going to end up staying here, I guess. So it's interesting to see things through her point of view, as far as her experience, uh, American culture. And Halloween was also kind of cool to see through her point of view. She had so much fun. She went trick or treating. She's a teenager. Teenagers still go trick or treating, and she was so excited. She was so excited about Halloween. And she's like constantly saying like this is real. Like people do you know, fix up their houses and this whole, so it was fun. So it's kind of cool that a lot of, I mean, there's all the problems that we have with our governments, and a lot of the conflicts are because of our politicians and our government. But we take all that aside, we're all human, and it's really nice to see other people's culture through their point of view, or our culture through the point of view of somebody that's new here. It's fun. I grew up with a multicultural family: Armenian, Lebanese, Arabic, Gypsy, and Native American. So I celebrated all the damn things and ate all the good food. That's the best part, is all the foods. All right. So anyway, I'm actually going to, somebody was knocking on my door talking about what we're going to do for dinner. And I hope that you guys really do have a wonderful holiday if you're in the US. And if you're not, I hope you are, I don't know, I'm sure the holidays have already started in most of wherever you guys are watching. I know that people watch me from all over the world. So I hope that you're going to have a wonderful week. And I'll be back with some pictures of this guy tomorrow, hopefully on Instagram. All right, so thanks for coming back and hanging out for a little bit longer before that fiasco for my last live. And I'll see you guys all again soon. Have a safe Thanksgiving. And Heather, I know you and I will both be up tomorrow early. And Shannon, I hope you enjoy your family. And anybody else who's watching, have a safe Thanksgiving. And if you're here in the US, enjoy your families. All right, thanks for watching. Happy